What's up everybody, welcome back to Keeping It Real. Today we're going to be talking about our grinders, when and where to use them, and what's the best. Stay tuned. So, what do we know about our grinders? Do we just go into a store, pick out something just because it looks neat? Or do we actually look at the gear ratios, power, amount of line, and certain things like that when picking out a reel? Or do we just buy them? Well, these are the reels that I use regularly when I go fishing out at the surf, whether it be rocks, open water, on the boat, so on. In front of me here, I have the Battle range, the Fierce range, and I recently have got a spheros 14,000, which has been doing me great. I mean, if you just listen to this drag system, sounds perfect. But as I was saying, we all pick out our grinder reels, or any reel for that matter, due to certain fishing related circumstances. On my hand, it would mostly be the gear ratio, where I'm going to use it, for what I'm going to use it for, and so on. Now, in front of me, I have the 5,000 Fierce, 8,000 Fierce, and the 6,000. These reels I normally use on open water, and the rocks. If I'm fishing off the piers, it works very well, especially if I have how can I say it, if I want to catch some live bait, put the live bait out, leave the reel there. I know it won't fail me. It's done me good in the years. My Battle range, I got the 10,000. The 10,000 I regularly use. It's more of, how can I say, for my flatfish, my sharks, things like that. I don't really use that much, but I would say the 5,000 on the same range I would use for edible fishing, and it proves me well. The drag system is not that bad, although it is a bit soft on the drag. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but it's clearly like nothing. But Penn has been doing good. I say it's lasted me a very long time, and in my budget range, it saves some in my pocket. I can say that. Now, when fishing for edibles, I normally go from my 6,000 to my 8,000. Proves it well, works out perfect. I got my braid set up on it. My 8,000, I have my 50-pound braid, black, and 5,000 and 6,000. I don't really prefer braid on it since I'm fishing more of those rocky edges and stuff like that. Braid tends to cut, so I go through nylon. Nylon works perfect. It lasts longer, much stronger. It's got that stretch as well. If you do hook up something big, it does have that leadway. It won't bust you off straight away. Now, with the smaller range Fierce, the drag system is a bit louder, and it does hold much power. I mean, this has a 5.6 gear ratio, so the retrieve is fast. I'm not sure about the gear system, but it has 4.1 bearings, and it's a very smooth, versatile reel. Normally I use it to catch my edibles, my shad, live bait, Natal stumpies. Can even hold a cob, a decent sized cob. And in picking, so these reels, you know what, do fit my pocket range. They are strong, they don't break that easily, they require very little maintenance, and they all have somewhat salt resistance to them. I mean, I've been using them for 4 years, and they aren't rusted. They are looking a bit danged up. That's from throwing them in my tackle bag or having them out in the open and so on. But I do give them a regular wash, and they've lasted me long. I haven't changed anything on them. And yeah, so if you in a store and you want something for edibles and non-edibles, the Penn range from the Fierce and the Battle is something to look at. The Battle 3 is not that much out of your pocket range. I mean, this one I spent about 4,000 rand on it, and for my sharks and my flatfish, my bigger flatfish and stuff like that, it really holds its power. I normally pair that up with a 15-foot Akuma, and it really holds that. Well, this will be one of three, I can say one of 3 episodes of everything, because I'm going to go on to my rod ranges as well, and from that the tackle I do use when I go out in deeper water, shoreline fishing, or on the rocks. At the moment, I've been using my Spheros SW 14000 XG. This rod is made in Malaysia. It's a Shimano, and you know what, I must hand it to Shimano. They have some really nice drag systems. I mean, listen to that. That would drive anybody crazy. And this is fitted with a 15-pound JBD braid, and it has an infinity gear system, and the ratio is not that off. I mean, it's a very quick retrieve, very smooth. It's got these rubber handles for anti-slip. It's perfect. It's a perfect all-round reel actually, because I think it would hold up to 50 kgs, 60 kgs drag on that. And well, on my smaller reels, I would say your non-eds aren't that aggressive for you to be catching them on the Fierce range, but it does hold up a lot of potential, and it will hold its power, that I can say. But let's go on to what we use them for and what kind of fish we're targeting when I'm using them. Okay, my 8,000, 10,000, 6,000 are normally used for my fast moving fish, the stronger fish, which be my stump nose, even my grunter. This 6,000 actually holds very well. I mean, my 5,000 actually holds very well for grunter fishing, holds a lot of line. And grunter aren't a strong fish, but they do have a aggressive pull once hooked, and my 5,000 really does me well in that. If you see my past videos, I was using my 5,000, and the grunter I caught weighed about 5 kgs, and it really holds well. My 8,000, I would look at the cob, my salmon, giant trevally, some sharks, some non-eds as well, like your flatfish and things like that. But I mostly use it for sliding a live bait. It works out well for me. I mean, I can just perch it over there, and it has that strength, reliability that, you know, it won't cut off or back down or fall and break, you know, those certain things. And now when we're looking for a reel, we want something to last long. We don't want to spend that much, but we want it to last long. And I say the Penn Fierce range is something to look at, the Battle range as well. This, on the other hand, my Shimano, I've just got, and I'm waiting to give it a test, but by this drag system I can tell it's superb. And I just got an Akuma Mariana as well, rod 15 foot, and I'm going to pair this up with that, and I think it will be a great setup out there at the surf. Bill Moria has a competition going on for shad, or the biggest or heaviest shad. You guys can enter that as well. I think the fee is 200 rand, and this is the reel I'm going to be going and using out there. I'll be heading down to Sheffield, the sea cottage there. It's on the beach. I will put in some details as well for that. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned and check out my other videos. Please like and share. Please do subscribe. It does help me a lot with the algorithm. As you can see, I'm stuttering. I haven't spoken in front of the camera for a very long time. And yeah, stay tuned. Cheers.